Yo, man, you killed 6 people?
Huh?
Did you kill 6 people, sir?
No.
Huh?
13. They just...
You killed 13?
13 people.
Okay. Why'd you do it?
7. Oh, my.
Just couldn't believe it. When they said it was my brother, I was really shocked about it. Didn't want to believe that he had got killed.
Kimberly Moore and Versie Jennings are still in shock after hearing the news about the death of their family members and the identity of the suspect.
This will be one of Mississippi's most high-profile capital murder cases moving forward. And the judge didn't pull any punches either. Derek Moore will sit in a small, cold jail cell.
A Mississippi man entered a not guilty plea Monday in connection with the deaths of 6 people, including a 7-year-old girl, who were killed during a violent rampage in a rural area of northeastern Mississippi. During a court hearing in Clay County, Derek M. Moore pleaded not guilty to 11 charges, including capital murder, first-degree murder, attempted murder of a child, attempted sexual battery, burglary, and motor vehicle theft. Because he faces capital murder charges, Moore is not eligible for bail under state law. Clay County Circuit Judge Jim Kitchens ordered a mental evaluation and appointed Clarissa Harris as Moore's defense attorney, though she did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Prosecutors said additional first-degree murder charges are expected to be elevated to capital murder, and District Attorney Scott Colum has indicated he intends to seek the death penalty. No trial date has been scheduled. Moore, 24, is accused of killing his father, brother, uncle, 7-year-old cousin, a church pastor, and the pastor's brother at 3 separate locations late Friday. He was taken into custody at a police roadblock in Cedar Bluff shortly before midnight after a large law enforcement response involving local, state, and federal agencies. Clay County Sheriff Eddie Scott said investigators believe Moore acted alone and that no other injuries were reported. Authorities have not disclosed a motive. Investigators allege Moore first killed his father, 67-year-old Glenn Moore, his brother, 33-year-old Quentin Moore, and his uncle, 55-year-old Willie Ed Greens, at the family's mobile home. He is then accused of stealing his brother's truck and driving several miles to a cousin's home, where he allegedly forced his way inside and attempted to commit sexual battery. According to the sheriff, Moore fatally shot a 7-year-old girl, identified by family members as Michaela Gwens, by placing a gun to her head. Witnesses said he also placed a gun to the head of a younger child, though she was not injured, and it remains unclear whether the trigger was pulled or the weapon malfunctioned. Authorities say Moore later drove to the Apostolic Church of the Lord Jesus, a small white frame church, where he allegedly broke into a residence, killed the pastor, the Reverend Barry Bradley, and his brother Samuel Bradley, and stole one of their vehicles. Sheriff Scott said the brothers primarily lived in nearby Columbus, but spent weekends on church property, which some Moore family members also attend. Following the hearing, family members spoke about unity and faith, with cousin Edith Watkins Bradshaw saying the family has relied on prayer and love to endure the tragedy, emphasizing that despite the pain, Moore remains part of their family. Another cousin said the family will never be the same, but believes they will grow stronger in the aftermath.
On Monday, Derek Moore faced a judge and was officially read his charges. Moore is charged with multiple felonies, including murder.
The allegations fit the charge of capital murder. For capital murder, you can kill 3 or more people. That qualifies as capital murder. If you kill a child and it's considered child abuse, that could also be considered capital murder.
Moore is facing 3 counts of capital murder, including the death of a 7-year-old girl, his second cousin. This comes after a shooting spree Friday night in the Cedar Bluff community that left 6 people dead. He also faces 3 counts of first-degree murder for his father, brother, and uncle. Prosecutors say those charges may be upgraded to capital murder.
And because those 3 individuals were killed during the when he went into the home, they were killed at the same time, then those charges per our statute can be upgraded to capital murder.
Investigators say Moore also attempted to shoot another child that night.
Further investigation determined that the suspect allegedly stuck a gun to his forehead. The little child reached with his left hand and moving the gun away from his forehead when the weapon discharged, therefore creasing him on the side of the head.
Moore also allegedly attempted sexual battery against the mother of the 7-year-old victim. The judge denied bond and ordered a mental evaluation at the state hospital.
After he goes through that process, if it turns out that this was not a mental thing and that there's no mitigation that would apply to it, then at that point, this is the worst type crime that you could commit in Mississippi. And the worst type crimes have to, get the worst type punishments.
The Clay County Sheriff's Department and the District Attorney's Office are working closely together on this case.
The judge denied bond on all 11 charges during Moore's initial court appearance this afternoon. Those 11 felony charges, as we mentioned, range from 3 counts of capital murder to car theft. The crimes Moore is accused are disturbing, gruesome, and just unimaginable. He is accused of shooting and killing his father, uncle, brother, and 7-year-old cousin and 2 other men. The hearing was obviously very painful for the victims of the family, for the families of the victims, Many sat quietly with tears in their eyes as they listened to the charges. So what's next in the case is the judge also ordered Moore to have a mental evaluation. Coming up next at 5, I spoke to the assistant district attorney, and she says that this case is personal to her, and she promises to use all of full resources from the district attorney's office moving forward in this case.
Reverend Charles Moore is related, as I said, to Moore, Derek Moore. Moore says now is the time, the Reverend Charles Moore says now is the time to pray for everyone impacted by this horrible tragedy.
Very large family, very close family. You couldn't be anyone that's more loving and kind than this family. There are some mental issues, severe mental issues that Derica had been suffering from, and the family has been so strong to stand with him and help him through this. One of those mental illness issues that we all have to address at some time or another.
I really don't know what the causing of this. We all just need prayer at this time.
The killing continued. Clay County investigators say Moore left in the stolen truck and drove to this home on Salome Griffith Road. Deputies found the stolen truck behind the home, signs of forced entry, and the bodies of Barry and Samuel Bradley.
We all lift our hearts in prayer for the victims and families. Again, this is really, really shaking our community. And for me, almost 30 years in this is one of the toughest ones we had to work.
The suspect had no prior history with law enforcement, and at this time, there's no clear motive behind the crime spree.
Mental illness, that's something serious that we as a family should take, try to check on our people, because, like I said, we really don't know what happened and what the situation is, but it was just a family dispute, and we asking for prayer.
Moore is being charged with first-degree murder. That charge is expected to be upgraded to capital murder. More charges are also expected to come.